at the Dolphins United, the platform for Dolphins. You heard me. We back in the house, man. We got a good game coming up Sunday, 1 o'clock. Our house. We at home for this one. Finally back at home. We got the Raiders coming in. Oh, they're going to be wearing them black jerseys. They probably ain't going to be that hot. But still, they're going to be in black. They're going to probably get a little worn out in the second half, although it won't matter because we should win this game. All right, now, right off the bat, injuries. Offensive line ain't looking too hot, injury-wise. Eichenberg is going to play. Didn't do too bad against Kansas City. Can he pull it off 2 games in a row? All right, now, he did get a week off. Hopefully, he was working on his technique because he's going to need it. But let's hope he just doesn't fumble the bag. Let's hope that he comes out there and he's on point, he's sharp, because we're going to need it. All right. There's a menace. Don't know if you heard of him on their side of the ball. He's a beast of a defensive end. We have to keep tabs on him all day long. Do not let that man wreck the game on the left side. He's going to mostly be on the left side, meaning his left end, meaning he's going to be going up against Eichenberg, who is supposed to be playing right guard. Don't know why, but I'd rather put him next to Armstead, but I don't know. Right guard, and then our right tackle has been good, but, you know, we'll see if he can hold up, Austin Jackson. All right, let's see if Austin Jackson can continue to play the way he's playing, because old boy got 9.5 sacks. All right, so we got to make sure that we keep him contained, and that's the only dude I'm really worried about on the defense. Not really worried about the defense as a whole. They got former Miami Dolphin offensive linemen on there as well. But, I mean, that's the only guy I'm worried about, okay? I'm only worried about one guy. Now, when it comes to injuries, once again, Robert Hunt, Rob Jones, both of them out. Both Robs are going to be out. And on top of that, Chase Claypool is going to be out with a knee injury. He got a scope or something like that, some surgical procedure on his knee, so he's probably going to be out a little while. Doesn't seem like they're putting him on injured reserve or anything like that, but he will be out for, I would say, maybe another 2 weeks before he's back. So we're going to be a little short-handed. Looks like Braxton Berrios might be able to go, so that's going to be good. We're going to need him. We have Craycraft coming back. We're going to need him as well. We have Waddle, who's nursing some type of injury. And we have Hill, who just showed up today on the injury list with a foot. Okay? He was limited today. So Waddle, Berrios, and Hill all have some type of ailment. That's not good. But you know what is good? The fact that Devon Achane looked like he's going to be coming back this week. Why is that important? It's important because some of these guys are hurt. Okay? So with him coming back, we can lean more into the 2-headed monster, really a 3-headed monster if you add Jeff Wilson in, and Achane, Mostert, and Wilson running the football. Let's run the football a lot. And let's run it effectively, and, you know, gives us the best chance to win this game easily, right? Now, let's talk a little bit about the Raiders. Raiders are kind of on a hot streak right now. They've won, I think, 2 games in a row. They fired Josh McDaniels. All right, he got fired. He's not a head coach. Let's just be honest. He ain't no head coach. He got fired. They moved on. All right. Supposedly he didn't lose the locker room. Doesn't matter. He's gone anyway. All right. They fired him and the GM and offensive coordinator. All right. So they let them go. They have a new offensive coordinator calling interim head coach in Antonio Pierce. All right. Who was a linebacker back in the day. And, they're rolling with those guys. And I believe Patrick Graham is the guy that's calling the defense. They're not bad as a team. They're 5-5. But they're not that good either. They have won the last two. So that means they were 3-5. They won the last two to make them 5-5. All right. And they're playing really hard for coach Antonio Pierce. All right. He's doing a good job motivating the guys. But that wears off after a time. All right. I remember when Dan Campbell was the interim coach for us, and we won like the first 3 games, and we were the hottest thing under the sun. And then, we got blown out after that. All right. And a few of them first couple games was against the Texans and the Titans. Some of our best games that we had in a few years up to that point. All right. And one of them was a 42-point half against the Titans. Like, it was really, really, really good football. But we fell apart after that, all right? And it happens, okay? You're not going to win all of the games. Let's hope that this is one of those cases, all right, where we bring them back down to earth and like, hey, buddy, yeah, y'all got a decent squad, but you ain't on our level yet, all right? There's levels to this. Let's hope that we could do that to them. We better be able to do that to them. We're at home. We have Kevin Harlan calling the game. Recipe for disaster for the defense. Raiders defense, not ours. All right. So I'm not saying that these are big factors that Kevin Harlan's calling the game and just the fact that we're at home. But the Dolphins are better at home than we are on the road. Our offense executes a lot better at home than on the road with these motions and stuff like that. We're just going to be really tough on the Raiders, okay, to really do much against us if we're at full strength, at full throttle, which brings me to another point. We're coming up off the bye. Now, I don't know what our record is in the last 10 years coming off the bye. But I know what our record is with McDaniel coming off a bye. It's 0-1. All right? McDaniel, the last time we came off a bye, lost. His team. Our team. The Miami Dolphins. All right? And I believe that was San Francisco. We lost. We were hot out the gate with the 75. Yeah, 75. Was it first? It was first down. I think it was 75-yard touchdown to Sherfield. But after that, we wasn't good. All right, it was not good. Now, we were going up against a juggernaut in the 49ers. This is not the case this time. But I would like to see the offense be a little bit better and not as sluggish coming off a bye. So I'm going to be looking intently at that to make sure the offense is not sluggish and we're not sloppy and that we're playing good, sound football, although we are coming off a bye. I want to see Tua not spraying the football, just being inaccurate and holding on to the football. I want to see him being Tua, like the Tua that we've seen earlier this year. I want to see him being that same quarterback. I want to see the offense be able to catch rhythm early. I don't want to see 14-0 Raiders up and then us trying to come back. No. This is not the type of game that we need to see from our team. We can lose. It's any given Sunday. Doesn't matter. I don't want to know. I guaranteed win 99%, 99.9%. That 0.01%, you can lose. You can lose. All right. Now, I'm not saying that that's our chances of winning this game 99.9. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is even if it was, you can still lose. All right? We can lose this game. This not no trap game to me. All right? Now, next week, trap game. This game is not a trap game to me. This is a y'all better beat who you supposed to beat game. All right, now this is one of them. But now next week we win this game, we go into next week, trap game, trap game. Telling you right now, trap game, because we're supposed to beat the Jets too, but that's a trap game. Even though they got a really good defense, I don't know how much of a trap game you can call it. But to me, this game right here ain't no trap game. This is just you've been doing this all year. You're supposed to beat this team. Go out there and get it done type game. But if you don't, you can lose because they're hot, right? They're coming off a 2-game winning streak. They have a rookie quarterback up in there. He's been playing well enough to win. They got weapons on offense. They have, I was about to say Waller. They don't have Waller. Waller's not with them anymore. They have Jacobs and they have Adams, okay? Really good running back, borderline Hall of Fame worthy if he continues on this path for the next 4 or 5 years. Wide receiver, okay? So we got some things to worry about on the defense. Run game, pass game, you know. They have Renfro as well. They also have Jacoby Myers. So they have some guys. All right, let's not act like they're just, you know, trash. They're not trash. Okay, it's not like they don't have weapons. They do. We should still win this game. We should still win. Good as they have some weapons on offense, we got better weapons on defense. We have X, we have Ramsey, we have Holland, we have Baker, we have Long Jr. Then we get to the defensive line. You know how it goes, Christian Wilkins, Sealer, Chubb, Phillips. We got a squad on defense. Playing this Kohu, we got a squad on defense. Elliott, like, it's a squad. We should win this game just based on defense alone. Then you go on offense. We got all these weapons. Tua's playing really good football. They're upset, right? Well, we better be upset after that loss to Kansas City, a team we could have beat. I'm not going to say should have, but definitely could have. If we played better, we should be upset. So we should go into this game wanting to make sure that we keep our home streak going and that we don't disappoint Kevin Harlan and the fans, and to make sure that we let the Jets know that, hey, when it's your turn, we got something coming for you. All right, we got something coming. Now, I'm not saying that we should look ahead and everything like that, but I know the Jets, right? The Jets think that they really could beat us. So we want to make sure that we whoop up on this team to let them know we ain't y'all, right? Y'all just lost to them. We ain't y'all, and we got something coming for y'all. All right, it sends a clear message to the next team that you're about to play that we're not y'all. Y'all lost to them. We ain't losing to them. We going to whoop they behind, and we coming for y'all next. We coming for y'all next. Y'all are going to get got next. Now, here's the next thing I want to talk about before I give my prediction. Y'all kind of could tell the way it's going. I got us winning. Spoiler alert. You'll get the score in a second. Now, I haven't really thought about the score much. This is not going to be no disrespectful score to the Raiders. I don't think we're going to beat the spread or anything like that, or cover. That's the better word for it. I don't think we're going to cover the spread. I think it's like 12.5. I don't have us covering, but we'll get there. I want to talk about the AFC right now because there's some things that's happened that I haven't got a chance to talk to y'all about that I want to go ahead and talk to y'all about right now. It done got a lot easier to win, not to win. It done got a lot easier to make it to the playoffs. Deshaun Watson is no longer playing. He is hurt, out for the year. That means that at some point, Cleveland's going to fall apart. And that bodes well because their division is stacked. Okay? Guess who else in their division just went down? The last place Bengals quarterback, Joe Burrow. He is out for the year. That bodes well for the Dolphins because even if the Dolphins had some type of collapse in the fourth quarter of the year, we could still make the wild card because some of these guys that we thought were going to be there are not going to be there. That whole 3 teams are going to be making it from this division is looking like it's not going to happen as much as it once looked. Okay, so that gives us the better chance there to make a wild card if we can't secure one of the top 4 spots. The next 3 are now a lot better looking. Our schedule really isn't all that bad either. So with all that being said, and we don't really play any of these teams for the most part, besides the Bills and the Ravens, that we have to fight with position for. So all that bodes well. It helps us out a lot. Right now they got us going to the playoffs at 95%. So winning this game will only up our chances, right? Let's get to 7-3. Let's go ahead, control our destiny. Let's get into the playoffs. And then when you get into the playoffs, that's when you have a chance to make noise. You just got to get to the dance first. Once you get to the dance, then you can ask the girl out. You can ask the girl that you went to the dance to ask the dance with for a dance. All right, so, but you can't do that unless you go to the dance. Let's make it into the dance, and then we can try to score while we're at the dance. All right, that's what we need to do. Hopefully, we can get that done. Now, here's my prediction, all right, and then I want to talk about one last thing before I let y'all go. My prediction for this game, I got the Dolphins winning 35-17. Now, I know I said that it wasn't going to be too disrespectful, but I could have been like 35-10, right? I gave y'all another touchdown. I got us winning this game 35-17. We move on. It's because we're at home. Kevin Harlan, all that. We move on to play the Jets, and then we'll see how I picked that one. I will be out of town. The setup will look different. The video will still come out. All right, now, before I go, there's a question that my dad would like me to ask y'all, and it's a question that I also would like an answer to. All right? I mentioned that Deshaun Watson is out for the year. I also mentioned that Joe Burrow is out for the year. Now, I remember, I'm not too old to remember that just last year, people were calling Tua injury prone because he's missed games every year he's been in the league. Now, Joe Burrow is now out 2 seasons in 4 seasons for the year, meaning he got hurt and his seasons were over. Now, Tua's been hurt, but he's always come back. Besides the concussions that he just had, which there were still chances. They didn't know if they could bring him back or not for the playoffs. He was thinking that he could possibly come back, and then they shelved him. We know what happened there. But he was never technically out for the season before the season was over. Joe Burrow has now had that happen to him twice. Here's my question. If Tua is injury prone because he's missed games every year, is Joe Burrow injury prone? Can we call Joe Burrow injury prone now? Now, I'm not saying that he's a bad quarterback. I'm not saying that Tua's on his level. Not this year he is, but overall, no, because, the man, he's been to Super Bowl, he's been to the conference championship. Like those things, they count for something. But when he hasn't done that, he's been out for the year. Is Joe Burrow injury prone? Please put in the comment section with your prediction what your answer is to that question and why. I would love to hear it, and my dad would love to hear it as well. It's his birthday So please go ahead and do that solid for him and for myself. I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Y'all already know what it is. Fins up till we die. See y'all after the game. I'm out.